They said that when you chant with emotions, that you feel like, Krishna, I'm weak, I'm not strong. Please help me. You always like have that feeling that I'm in this stage that I'm always covered by the illusory energy of Krishna. Please help me. That's always the feeling of the devotees. That you always feel that you're weak, you're not strong. So anyway, back to stories. so what last time when we visit, are you excited to hear the story? You look like you're not excited to hear the stories.
We are.
You got me. So Prabhupada said that you write as much as you can to him, because he won't last here forever anymore. If you see his body is not very strong, he said it's good to write to him and relate to him, because I don't know how long will I last here in this planet. So he said to communicate with me. So if you like, you can try to communicate, introduce yourself, and he likes it. He loves it very much. He likes the photo also. He wanted to see you guys, but he can't come because he's sick. He's not very healthy. So when we visit there, before the COVID times, that's the last visit, we were staying in near Prabhupada's house, but we don't know where he lives. And for 2 weeks, imagine, alis na kami. We're almost like leaving Australia. But that night, there's a small temple in Hawaii, like small DTO temple. We visit there. And I was praying to Lord Nityananda to, please, I haven't seen my spiritual master for 25 years, physically. And please grant me this opportunity to see him. So the next day, wala pa rin. Wala pa rin ano. So Krishna didn't hear my prayer. So we were boarding the airplane. So in the airplane, may call. Michael, imagine mo may call ka, nasa airplane, sarado na yung plane. And one of my family, my wife, my 3 children, and 2 devotees, sabi nila, we got an audience from Prabhupada. Please go out. Ay, sarado na yung airplane eh. Paano ka lalabas? So, my family were started crying. Umiyak na sila. So the steward, the people inside the airplane said, what happened? Meron bang bomb dito? Ba't kayo umiyak? Is there any bomb or something? And my excuse is like, my father suffered a heart attack. Pero wala naman, kunyari lang. We need to go back to hospital. We need to visit him. So they opened the airplane. Hindi na namin kinuha yung bag namin sa airplane. Hindi na namin kinuha. Iniwan na namin doon. Pinalabas kami, tinawagan namin ng taxi. Kasi one lifetime opportunity yun eh. Kung ang unang naisip ko, shit, another pamasahe ito. Ang dami kong pamasahe yan, yung asawa ko, yung 3 kong anak. And that's US dollars. Pangalawa ko, hindi ko naisip si Krishna mag-take shelter. Doon mo matitest eh. Talagang yung faith mo is very strong. Ang naisip ko agad, paano ko, yung strength ko, my own power. Pamasahe, return ticket to Sydney. Accommodation plus food. Sabi ng wife ko, just let's go. So you should have a... So I listened to that and we went. Hindi na namin inisip yun. Pagdating namin doon, muntik pa mabangga yung taxi. Kaya sabi ko, bilisan mo, mahuli na kami. Hindi namin wala na kami maabutan eh. Kasi imagine, you have this opportunity to meet the pure devotees. In the eyes of people, if the appreciation is not there, you won't appreciate it. Yeah? For normal people, they won't appreciate it. Because once in a lifetime lang nag-exist yung pure devotees, who really care for you, who love you, who would teach you love for Krishna. Hindi mo ma-appreciate yun. So yung faith ko na challenge. Imagine, no? After lifetime of chanting from 1977, 1979, yung faith were challenged. Wala palang faith kay Krishna. You're a pseudo devotees. You're actually playing like devotees, but actually you're devotees. So I was crying. I was really crying for that moment na I don't have that. I don't have that feeling. It's like I'm just here, like playing around like pseudo devotees, chanting your rounds and doing your mechanical thing every day. And you don't really experience that nectar of devotion, that taste of devotion, that sweetness of the chanting of the Krishna's name. You don't experience it after years and years of chanting. So I said to myself, I have committed a great offense. I have to really ask forgiveness because years of practice, I haven't really tasted that sweetness of the nectar of devotion that we're searching for, that doesn't exist in this world. So anyway, tumating doon. Pagdating doon, ang dami na. Mga Australian devotees. They're all approached for initiation. But no one is initiated at that time. They all approached. Siguro mga 30 people. They were sitting down like that. And I was so fortunate that when I was walking like this with my family, someone gave me the guitar. And he said, you need to chant. There's so many devotees there. And I was watching who's this person that gave me the guitar. And I have the opportunity to chant for Prabhupada. Chant that moment. And when I chant, I look at the eyes of people, they were like tears in their eyes while I was chanting that melody. And then we were told to face that kasi sa harapan ng bisyo. Kanilingon dito. Nandun si Prabhupada lalabas. So when he came out, hindi ko na-taste. Hindi ko na parang ganun. And he came out. So we were distant like this from that, where the chairs is. Because we can't get close because of his condition. So we're like further away from that. And so we were chanting, he was chanting. I was chanting that melody. And we finished chanting. Natapos na yung chanting. So tinanong na isa-isa yung mga area coordinators. So tinanong yung president area. So when are you going back? August. Kasi August na. So tinanong din si Chaitanya Das. You know Chaitanya Das, right? He got prostate cancer. Tinanong, when are you going back? So sinabi niya hindi. So hindi niya tinatanong ako, nagsalita ako at Prabhupada. I was really eager to talk to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I haven't seen you for 25 years. It's very long. And we were forced to come out from the airplane. And Prabhupada closed his eyes like this. And he said, you don't need to be here. Yun yung word. But you choose to be here. Nakuha niyo yung logic? He said, there's so many airplanes. You don't need to be here, but you choose to be here. You don't need to be here. Doon nagsalita na siya na love is not forced. You cannot force someone to love you. So he gave a talk, like 20 minutes talk about love. Sabi niya, you don't need to be here, but you choose to be here. So he gave a talk about love, that you cannot force someone to love you. Love is freedom. So nag-talk na siya about love na hindi mo pwedeng i-force someone. So he gave a good talk about for 20 minutes. Imagine that talk. If you hear that talk, it's amazing. It's so sweet. That when you hear it, it's really out of this world that he's talking about. That ordinary person is like, mapapang ka ganyan eh. Now there's no one in this world speaking like that. That love is based on freedom. So anyway, natapos na yun. To cut the story short, marami pang story. Gusto mo pang story after this?
Yes.
May bayad. So anyway, di natapos na. Yun daw ang pinakamahabang talk na binigay niya. Kasi Prabhupada is always tired about himself. So umuwi na kami. Tapos na yung gathering. Umuwi na kami. Pagdating namin sa labas, libre yung accommodation. Hindi ko alam bakit. May nalibre. Yun yung una kong in-order sa airplane. Pangalawa, tumawag yung airline, libre din. Walang bayad. You're supposed to be, pag cancel, di ba, may bayad. Pag nagparibo ka, di ba? You guys here from US, right? Cesar. Then pag nagpabook ka, di ba? May ano ulit, may bayad, di ba? Libre din. Handful is libre din. Sabi ko, oh my God. Imagine yung gano'n na hindi mo inaasahan na nag-take shelter ka sa power and strength mo na inisip mo yung ano mo. Tapos biglang, ganun pala yung arrangement ni Krishna. May plan pala doon. Wonderful, right? And when we went back to the airport, andun lahat ng gamit namin pulang na wala andun lang sa labas. Nakalehera. I was really like crying for that. Imagine andun lahat kompleto. So we stayed for 1 week, free of charge, accommodation and free ticket. So what Prabhupada was saying, just take shelter of Krishna and me, everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. So we stayed there for 1 week and then we left Sydney. And that's the end of the story. So that's another story. The second story was when we went to Sydney, when I migrated to Sydney, tumakas ako sa Philippines. Because Prabhupada doesn't like his disciple to go overseas. Because one of the reasons is most devotees who went overseas, they get drowned in their chanting. Because they're looking for a greener pastures. And when they are in that condition, they totally forget Krishna. So he doesn't want to travel everywhere to overseas unless there is an instruction to serve. Like serve me personally or become a cook or become a cleaner of Prabhupada. So I went there for many years. Since 1991, I went there for many years. Sabi ng asawa ko, uwi na tayo. Walang mangyari dito eh. Kasi wala na instructions. We just went to Sydney without him knowing it. And as a disciple, you have given your life to your dear spiritual masters, right? Yet it's not your life anymore. That's why you have negatives. Means you are his servant. You're reminded that you are his servant. And so sabi ng asawa ko, we're not gonna grow here in our spiritual practices. So one time tumawag sa virtual gathering yun. Siguro naka-attend kayo nun. Some of you have attended it, maybe. Tumawag. Hindi tumawag, pero sa virtual gathering, sa mga early days yun, mga 2012, 2013. So we were chanting, and then wala pang mic noon, wala pang camera noon eh. You can't see Prabhupada sa first early gathering. And then he asked me, he said, so, Tota Gopinath das. Siguro narinig, it was recorded, it was played in Baguio retreat. It was played in Baguio retreat. So he said, so, Tota Gopinath das. He said, I know you're not a leader. He said to me, I know you're not a leader. But if you want to be a leader, kasi yung coordinator ng Sydney, nawala eh. Naging disciple, ayaw nang mag-follow kay Prabhupada eh. Gusto niya kay Bhaktivedanta Swami na lang. Tapos may mga groups of people na nag-follow sa kanya. So wala eh, parang nahulog na yung bola, ba't di ko pulutin, di ba? So yung opportunity andun eh. The opportunity is there. So when, sabi ni Charlotte nga, pag binigyan mo ng opportunity at nandyan, pag mo nang tapon yung bola, andyan na yun eh. Pulutin mo. Kasi tira dumating yan. Kasi pag nag-take ka ng responsibility in that, your advancement is very fast. When you take responsibility, especially sa projects or my service. So he said, so Tota Gopinath that. you're not a leader, but if you want to be, then start acting like one. He said, and he asked, he said, how many population in Sydney? So I said it's around 5 million. 5 million population. Tapos sabi niya, can you make at least 1 million devotees? After all devotees of Krishna, but they forget. So, anong gagawin ng million devotees? Isa nga lang, hero maging devotees. So, to influence others, because of the disease condition of ours, it's really difficult to really influence others. And he said, you got everything there. You got Lord Chaitanya, you got all the demigods, you got your spiritual masters. And Sydney is very difficult to do outreach. Walang direct preaching. We have to do relaxations, yoga. Walang ganitong preaching na direct. Like, you have to go really mag-start ka sa, kasi lahat atheist majorities and Hindunist Ang hirap magbigay ng programs for people in that Western countries. Especially mag-preach ka directly like in the Philippines. Dito sabi Prabhupada, just preach the right. Can just talk about God, it doesn't really matter. And in Australia, no. We have different approach. Sa Europe, and then sa ibang parts ng ibang bansa, iba-ibang approach according to time, place, and circumstances. So yun ang instructions, you approach accordingly sa time na yun. So yun, nabigyan ng instructions yun ng buhay. So I stayed there in Sydney. Pauwi na sana kami nun. Philippines. So I stayed there in Sydney because of the instructions. So we have programs there. I have programs there. I have a weekly chant in my house. I cook prasadam for new people. We have gatherings in different places, like monthly kirtan in different places, for us to give people the opportunity to hear the kirtan. Sa Sydney. So it happens you visit Sydney, just give us a ring. If you want to visit Sydney, if you have the opportunity to visit. That's the second story.